is too early in the morning.
Stop yelling.
Damn loud.
Stop yelling.
What's going on, boys?
I just woke up, you assholes.
The core of Hardway Wrestling is here. Scotty, Two Bodies, and Tricky Ricky Walker. Waking up from his nap, right? Were you napping? What were you doing?
I got about 4 hours of sleep, I think.
Okay. Are you off tomorrow?
Tonight, yes, I am.
Tonight, okay, perfect.
Thank God.
Perfect. Scotty, welcome back, buddy. This whole missing you during the week is bullshit.
I know. Can't do much about it though. We're got to do the work, man.
What is up with your company? Are they just shorthanded, or they value how well you work and how good you are that they're just giving you every job possible?
They just keep adding more and more BS to our task list. So it's just like all of a sudden, like this week we had computer resets at a store. Plus we had your favorite thing. We had resets for chips at another store. Plus we had to do D82 resets at a third store. So sorry for those not in the know. The general merchandise impulse sections. I
bet you missed that chip guy that you should just reset some of that stuff for you.
Yeah. I don't think he ever really did that much work. I never saw him do anything other than maybe just throw a bag here or there. Yeah,
that's how you do. So I'm gonna teach you that today. I'm gonna teach you guys a lesson, right? You guys are younger than me. You're both, Scotty. You're 40.
Yeah, I am.
We're both 40.
You're both 40. Okay. So when you overachieve, people expect more things out of you.
Oh, yeah.
So don't ever overachieve, right? Just stay level. If you see something needs done, what you need to decide in your head whether you should do it or not, because it might lead to more things. So helping an old lady across the street every once in a while, okay. But if you do it a lot, they're going to expect it. So, do not overachieve.
That means don't stand on the street corner in your Borat bathing suit.
Right. One time. Okay. It was one time. And I apologized. And once I got out of jail, it was all charges were dropped. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Last night,
her dentures drop?
What's that?
Did her dentures drop?
They were already down, bro.
Not enough polygrip.
All right, let's get into it. This is an all AEW show because tonight is All Out. And seems like for a lot of fans, they're all out too, but we'll get to that. Last night in Chicago, Tony Khan came out on the stage and he said, I just want to let everybody know that it is we're very positive that AEW is staying with Warner Brothers Discovery. He said he was very positive. I can't remember the exact words, but he did come out and say that he was very positive. He was, that they were going to be staying there. And here's a quote from Tony Khan. It's a really exciting time for AEW. It's always an exciting time for AEW. We are having great conversations. He's always having great conversations. There's been a lot of reports, and a lot of them have been pretty accurate about the status of the media deal between AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery. Just take a drink. WBD. Being something that has been a productive and ongoing conversation, and we're still working on. We're still working through the details of the agreement, which is a very long, tenuous process, but a good process to do. It can be long to figure out a contract of one person, one athlete, image, and entire league. Imagine the entire league doing an agreement that all of our events are and all the exciting things we're working on. There are some exciting things to come without revealing anything, which means we have nothing, and would jeopardize our company and great status on everything we're working on it. There's a lot of excitement on each side. So basically, he came out last night and said that he's very positive that they're going to be staying with Warner Brothers, but there's no deal in place yet. All this excitement and talks. What does this mean, Scotty? What is this? Does this mean that Tony Khan has no idea if he's going to be back with Warner Brothers. They're discussing things.
Scotty salivating, I think.
All right, before Scotty, let's do a little role play, right? I know you're in the role play. Go put your leather on, right? Go put your leather on. We do a little role play. I am Tony Khan, okay, and
Mhm.
you are Warner Brothers. All right, you're the rabbit. You are
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Ready? Hey, Bugs. Um, do you think we can get a deal done this week for AEW?
Don't think so, Doc.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, it's good conversation. It's good conversation. So that's kind of how I believe this is kind of how all these conversations are going with Warner Brothers. Scotty, enlighten us. Enlighten us.
Chow won a bump. Mr. Chow won a bump.
So I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to channel Eric Bischoff today.
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
At least it wasn't Cornette yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yet.
It's
So
Eric Bischoff in the voice of Cornette.
actually, you know what? It's funny because while the two agree on ideas, their thought processes are totally different from each other. But was listening to Bischoff the other day talking about Tony had made some other announcement, and you said pretty much the exact same thing. Like, we're in the process of making a deal. It's an exciting time. This, that, and the other thing. And Eric said something that I completely agree with. This looks desperate. This is Tony Khan coming out there and reassuring his 500 fans that, yeah, we're going to be back on Warner Brothers Discovery, but they don't have a deal in place. I don't think they're going to get a deal in place because of, what was it, a couple months ago, they found out, Warner Brothers Discovery found out they're $9 billion in the hole. And without that NBA rights deal that they've got, they don't have anything major. So if you can't promise, like, you can't, when you're looking at $9 billion in the hole, you're not like all deal. I mean, again, this is speculation, but you would figure if you're $9 billion in the hole, all deals are not null and void, but they're stopped at this point. You're not making any deals with anybody unless it's a day-to-day thing that affects the day-to-day operations. You're not making rights deals. You're not making any other kind of deals when you're looking at a $9 billion deficit. So that's how I'm seeing things. I'm seeing Tony just being very desperate and very like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're very close. We're very close. But there isn't any. I don't know if he's trying to do this to pressure Warner Brothers into giving him a new deal, or if he's so in his head that it's gonna happen that he can't see that there's no chance of it ever happening. I don't know which one it is, but
He likes to blow a lot of smoke up people's asses.
yes, exactly. And and that's the thing is, like, from their exclusivity right to negotiate with Warner Brothers ended back in July, if I remember correctly.
It's end of the negotiations. Yes.
Yeah, like the exclusive negotiation, so he can go out and negotiate with anybody.
Sure.
So,
But he said he's confident he's going to stay with Warner Brothers Discovery, and I'm going to elaborate on that comment in a second.
He says that, but if he was so confident, like he's so confident that they're going to stay with Warner Brothers Discovery, but yet no deal has been finalized, and like, how long? When does their rights
End of the year?
End of the year.
Yeah.
So what are we at? September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
October.
The last quarter.
Yeah, we're in the last quarter.
We're in the last freaking quarter. He's got 3 months, and if he doesn't get something hammered out by December 31st at freaking 11:59, he's screwed. So why isn't he out there talking with other partners, other people that could possibly give him, what he's looking for? Like, I don't understand his why does it have to be Warner Brothers Discovery? Why is he so dead set on Warner Brothers Discovery? Especially if they aren't going to give him the rights renewal he's looking for. What if they give him what he has currently, or even a below average offer? You
Yeah.
know, so I don't know.
Well, they reported. Well, there's a lot of reports, a lot of talking. It was reported that he was going to get double the deal that he originally got with Warner Brothers. Ricky, how if you were Warner Brothers Discovery, if you were Tony Khan, right? If you're Tony Khan, or if you're AEW, or how would you, if you're Shad Khan, tell your Shad Khan, because I think Shad Khan's the guy who should do all the negotiations here.
Yeah.
What,
Shad Khan
how would
should just
you?
cut off Tony from like all of his fucking money because he's an idiot.
Well, if you're AEW, how would you pitch this organization to other companies, other TV companies?
I mean, right now it'd be hard to pitch that company because their viewership is going way down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Their time slots, like aside from Dynamite, like that's their only show with a decent time slot that gets decent viewership.
Yeah.
They need to totally revamp the nights that they air their shows and do something drastically to change it. They're going, I mean, really the other nights available are not that great because you got SmackDown and you got Monday Night Raw, but maybe once Raw goes to Netflix, you move one of their other shows to Monday because not everybody's going to pay for a streaming service. You might
So
be able to pick up some viewership there. I don't know, man. It'd be tough to try and sell that to anybody at this
WWE
point
is
because
going to Netflix next year. It's actually
January.
January, but it's supposed to be in Canada before that, right? Did they make an announcement last night that Netflix Canada was going to have it first?
Possibly, I can't
I think
remember.
theirs is January 1st, and then the US will come slightly later, I guess.
And if it's not like any more like salt in the wounds, I just read something that WWE is possibly bringing him back Saturday Night Main Event. So imagine they do that, and Tony Khan's going to try and run Collision against that every week. The only
Yeah.
Collision's going to be his show into a brick wall.
I feel like part of their problem is too, it's pre-taped stuff.
A lot of it, yes.
The internet is forever. So
Yeah.
all you got to do is after Collision or
You
after whatever show is on Friday, all you got to do is look up the results, or
yeah.
look up the results from after Dynamite, because a lot of times they film
They
those
tape
Collision,
Rampage
they
usually
Collision
after
Rampage,
Dynamite.
yeah, after at the same night, because you're sitting
Yeah.
there like a pay-per-view type of night if you buy Dynamite tickets.
Yeah, you're there for like 4 hours
Yeah,
at
right.
least.
And we'll get into that real quick too. People can find the information. So I mean, if you love to watch wrestling, you love to watch wrestling. Randy's on here. The other AEW shows are terrible. I agree. They're not. I don't know that they're terrible, but they're just
Rampage is terrible.
They're not at the same level as Dynamite. It's guys that nobody really cares about at this point or whatever. So there's some good matches. It's just not. They're terrible time slots. They're not.
Exactly.
They're not top rated matches. So.
Yeah.
And actually, I read a thing that last night that after Collision, they were taping Rampage, and people left. People were leaving.
I'm not surprised.
In droves. And honestly, when we stayed and we watched, of course, we stayed for the whole thing because why
We
wouldn't
paid for a fucking ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might have been the only people left. I mean, there was people leaving
On our side. Yeah. There were open chairs everywhere that night, and that was what, almost a year and a half, 2 years ago now.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it is now, but it was. You could tell people were like, "Oh my god, get this over with." How many times can I watch Rusev?
Because you remember we had AEW Dark at that point too.
Yeah,
so we
that
had
was
an hour of that before Dynamite,
Yes,
and then
before
we had 2
Dynamite.
hours of Dynamite, and then we had the 1 hour of Rampage, which was absolute garbage.
Plus, all the announcing, they announce every commentator, right? So we got to listen. They announced Paul White, Nia Rigabani, and Nigel McGuinness, and they announced everybody coming in, and then they did the Dark, and then they announced Jr.
JR,
and
Taz,
yeah, all those guys. And then they did
Excalibur,
Dynamite,
Schiavone.
and then they yeah, and then
And
they
that's when Jericho was doing the
yes,
Rampage.
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot to it. It's a lot of wrestling. I mean, people don't go to AEW or not going to AEW as much. I think they might have had 2,500 people last night in the building. Um, people aren't going to these shows, but if you go to these shows, you're going to get a wrestling show. You're going to get a
Yeah.
long ass wrestling show, and just from being a part of wrestling and helping run a wrestling organization for a little bit there, uh, I know less is more. When you and I've been to shows where there was 10, 15 shows on matches on a show or 12 matches. It's fucking terrible. After a while, you're like, like it gets to you. It's like too much because there's only so much wrestling you can do and not repeat itself, and that's a problem with AEW. There's a lot of a lot of the same repeating over and over and over again. It's because it's just match after match after match after match after match, and you just can't not throw a drop kick in 12 matches. You just can't, right? You can't
Or a
not use
super
a
kick
chair.
every 12 seconds in the same
Exactly.
match.
Yeah, you can't do this not do the same moves at some point after 5 hours of wrestling. So, but anyway, so here's some of the so if they don't end up back at TBS, or TNT or wherever they're at right now, here's some of the here's some of the channels they own. CNN. I don't see CNN title. The Food Network, right? I would pay to have a big bucket of chicken on the front of a belt. I'd probably buy that.
Jericho could wrestle Orange
So like,
all the time in a Mimosa Mayhem match every night on a Food Network.
I love it. I love it. Orange. I love it.
they have
American
the
Heroes.
orange chicken championship.
American Heroes champion. That means AR Fox and Top Flight are going to lead off that program, right? The American Heroes channel. It's all about military and whatever. The Investigation Discovery Channel. Okay. Do we have any sleuths? Is
That would be Jericho's new
that
gimmick.
absolutely the TNT and TBS Cartoon Network. Now that might be the most likely spot they end up because there a lot of times there's very cartoonish.
Friggin'
So,
Pockets is the most cartoony of them all.
can you imagine if they end up in a Cartoon Network and the big Warner Brothers thing pops up and Bugs Bunny pops up to the side and then you get this
Yeah.
Okada double middle finger right in the middle of the WBD? I'm in,
Bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'm in the I'm in the middle of that.
The-
Discovery Channel. You
Yeah,
got the Discovery Channel.
that's the one I would love to see them on because
People need to discover them.
well no what we need to do is then bring back Mythbusters so they can bust all the myths about how AEW is so great. Like Mythbusters could do an entire 4 or 5 years on busting the myths of how AEW was the greatest wrestling promotion of all time. Perfect.
They might only need about 4 or 5 minutes to solve that mystery. You just
All
get
right,
Scooby Doo and the Mystery Machine from the Cartoon Network to do that.
we're gonna get into All Out here in a minute, but All Out ticket sales have just come through. The building is set up. The building is set up for 85, almost 8,600 tickets or 8,600 seats. They're at 8,000 seats right now sold.
I was about to say, have they started offering glizzies and cheeseburgers yet?
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's coming.
They
It's
were-
coming.
they-
It's coming.
A couple of reports I saw said that they were doing the 2-for-1 tickets. So
Well, it says tickets distributed, so that doesn't mean bought.
I thought that was just somebody your size showing up and they said, well, you're 2 bodies, so
yeah,
we'll give you a 2-for-1 deal.
Double ticket for Scott Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, it's a pay-per-view and you can't even sell that out immediately.
You got a TLC channel, the Animal Planet, which will be headed by Black Taurus or whatever
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going by. Yeah, whatever he's going by now. The Own channel, that might not be a bad idea because right now they are being owned by WWE.
that's Oprah Winfrey.
Oh,
That
Oh,
that's the Oprah Winfrey channel, and that would be you get a title belt, and you get a title
there
belt,
you
and you
go.
get a title belt.
You got True TV, Turner Classic Movies, which could be the tape library
Yeah.
after they go out of business, and HLN. Um, so
Honestly, they need to go to True TV because they need to have it'd be like the little mini docu series stuff. AEW AEW exposed.
so anyway, that's I guess we're it'll probably be the 0 hour before we or before we figure out before they actually release something with a real deal. Or maybe it's that close that Tony Khan is so excited that um
There's no way it's that close without something leaking to one of them. Like if it were that close, Meltzer would be jumping up and down on his chair like Tom freaking Cruise. Like yeah, so, yeah, no, there's no way they're
Does
anywhere.
that come from Cornette?
No, that's just
Okay.
that's a Scottyism.
That's a Scottyism. All right. I like it.
show me the money.
Right.
I love wrestling people. So, anyway, let's get into this all out card. Jam pack card. Right now. It's only got 8 matches, and then I think there's maybe 1 or 2 0 hour matches that they started to announce, but I didn't look into it because um,
Who cares?
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really care because it didn't really affect me with fantasy. So,
They should just call 0 hour the catering table show.
well, a lot of times it's the whole show's like that, but
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, let's get into some of these matches. Late ad towards the middle of the week, we had the AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. Cario Clastinoli and Wheeler Yuta versus the Young Bucks. Scotty, I know you're a huge Young Bucks fan. Tell us something good about the Young Bucks.
there's nothing good about the Young Bucks. You like even being from Cucamonga, there's really
Is
nothing.
that a real place, Cucamonga?
Yeah, Cucamonga.
Yeah, it's Rancho Cucamonga, something in
Okay.
California, I think.
Okay.
um
I love they spelled cucumber wrong.
honestly, like
Hey Andrew, what's up, buddy?
we know they're not taking these belts off the Young Bucks. Like they're gonna hold these probably till doomsday. So
Wait a minute. How many matches is Pac in? Because isn't he the number one contender for like every men's title belt in this?
yeah.
Yes. He can anytime he wants to show up, he can just show up.
Is he running a gauntlet tonight?
No, he does have a match though. He does
Yeah.
have a match that he's gonna lose.
But the funny thing, just going off of Wheeler Yuta very quickly, there was a funny clip, or not clip, but a screenshot of Wheeler. I forget where it was. Was it Wembley or somewhere where he was bleeding, like gushers of blood shooting out of his freaking head. And the only thing I could think of, you guys ever seen that kid Superhuman on YouTube? Where
Yes. You talk about Wheeler?
huh?
Talk about Wheeler? Talk about
Well,
Wheeler Yuta? He looks like that guy,
he
superhuman.
looks like,
Or
especially
super humming if you read it right.
yeah, super humming. If you look at him, like especially when he's got that dead screenshot of him with the blood gushing out of his head, he looks like that superhuman kid. And I was laughing hysterically. I was like, well, I mean, Tony knows how to hire him, that's for sure. So, but,
All right, Scotty. Well, fuck this shit. Tell us who you got here.
I'm going Bucks.
You going Bucks?
I
Ricky.
hate to do it, but I'm going Bucks.
It's a super kick party.
All right, I'm gonna go Bucks too because they just kind of threw this match together. I love Claudio. I think Wheeler is he's definitely improving. We saw him when we were standing in line. Where were we at?
We're going to the ROH show.
Oh yeah. He had just got out of
Out
the
of a cab
or whatever.
or
He was
Uber,
walking
yeah.
just fine. I think he's improving. But again, no one's taking these belts off the Bucks anytime soon. We have a Chicago street fight, which could be very difficult because there's going to be a lot more people in the street than there will be in the arena. So I would think they'd probably wanted to just have this in the arena, right? There's a little bit more room in there.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale. We are a pro Willow podcast. We love ourselves a Willow. It's got to go.
Don't you stick that finger up, Scotty.
Yeah,
We are a pro Willow podcast, but
oh, whoa.
as much
Whoa,
as
wait a
love
minute,
Willow-
wait a minute. I will not have you besmirch the name of Willow Nightingale. Just saying.
As much as I love Willow Nightingale, I'm very torn on this match because I do like Statlander as well. I still think the mixed tag was a little wonky, but that they had at the other pay-per-view. But overall, I will still go with Willow, but I am torn because I do like Statlander. I do like what she can do. So I am torn on it, but I will stick with Willow on this one and stay with the Pro Willow podcast.
Okay.
I like Statlander too, but again, we love Willow. So
I love Willow, but this is the second match. The first match was the mixed tag, and Willow and Ishii won. This is the second match in the 3-match trilogy.
has it
Chris
been three? I thought it was
Statlander.
about the fifth match.
Nah, is it? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I
think
don't
so.
know. I thought they've been in the ring way more than just twice.
You would think this would be the third match in the installment because I don't know. Maybe somebody correct me. Willow is my favorite. Yeah, Angie loves Willow too. Yeah, Willow, we're pro. We're pro here. I think Statlander wins this match. I think this is going to go one more step. Even though Willow did say last night, this is where we're gonna end it here. I don't think that's quite true.
Okay.
I don't think that's quite true. I think we're gonna get a Statlander win here. We got I call it the who's got the
They
best.
got so if Statlander wins this, what's the next stipulation? They grease up Stokely and stick him in a cage above the ring.
Bugs Bunny on a pole match. Yeah.
Elmer Fudd's special guest referee instead of Rick Knox.
I like it.
No. Even
Uh-oh.
the
You invoked the name of Werewolf of Knox, so Scotty's gonna. Here comes a skeleton reference.
no. I was gonna say the if we're going cartoon reference here, it'd have to be the Acme Dynamite exploding ring match.
You know what? That is pretty good. They should just write Acme on all four of the turnbuckles when next time they have a exploding barbed wire match.
I prefer the Acme on Soraya. Anyway, who's got the worst tan match of the night? MJF versus Daniel Garcia. This is the first match in another thing that is going to go for a while. Scotty, who do you got here? MJF or Daniel Garcia? Scotty, can you do the Daniel Garcia dance?
Is the Danny Garcia just the other version of the "You Can't See Me" by John Cena?
I don't know. Scotty, keep going. Scotty, keep going.
Scotty gyrates too much, his phone's gonna fall over.
Yeah, right. No. Honestly, dancing Danny Garcia.
Scotty, I need a video of you doing that dance so I can put that up, buddy. I just need that dance. I need that dance.
And then you edit the Yam Yam Bigelow face
I
on.
will. Right on him. Right on him.
You know what Brian Hardy posted a picture, like a wrestling picture. I forgot who it was. It was Vader. I think it was Vader and Bam Bam, and I forgot who the third guy was, but you know who I saw standing there? I saw Frosty and Scotty.
Yeah. Tugboat and earthquake.
God.
The natural disasters.
Yeah.
Frosty could pass as Vader.
Scotty, who you got in this match?
honestly, good old dancing Danny Garcia can dance his way out the door because I'm going MJF all the way. I want MJF to take the first match. I want MJF to take the second match. I want MJF to take the third match. That I like. Pardon my French, but fuck dancing Danny Garcia. Get
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right.
Oof.
Ricky, do you feel the same way about Danny Garcia?
I Garcia's been pretty good in some of the feuds he's had over recent times when he's been there. I think him and MJF could put on a really good feud over the future here. I still think MJF is going to pull out his cheating shenanigan ways and somehow sneak this one out.
I mean, we know MJF's pullout game is pretty good. So
he lost his dynamite ring, right?
So Garcia sold it, sold it to buy tickets to get to Wembley. So clearly Tony's not paying him enough, and he had to steal someone else's shit. This, I don't know about this match.
Andrew says he's going to wrestle the guy talking shit on Danny. That must be you, Scotty.
It must be Scotty.
Bring it on. All I got is one bonsai drop, and you done.
You're done. You are done. You're done.
But you got plenty of time to get up for him to make those 2 steps to the middle turnbuckle.
I'm going MJF in this. I think it's got to go. I think this is going to be a trilogy also. That seems to be what they do. I think the best thing that could have happened to Danny Garcia is him getting away from MJF. I think that was good for him. The promo on Wednesday nights for Dynamite with MJF sitting up in the crowd and Danny in the ring was terrible. Danny's promos, he's still working on his promo. If he keeps it short, he's good. If it's a long promo, he's not very good. But I believe MJF wins this first one for somehow, some way. Danny Garcia probably wins the second one in the third trilogy or third match in the trilogy. That Dynamite Diamond ring is going to show back up, and Danny's going to beat MJF with that ring. So, yeah, I'm going with MJF also. So, AEW Continental Breakfast Championship, I-95, 7-Eleven, 365 title.
304.
Oh, I forgot the 304. Oh, yeah, we're covering Quad State area. 7-1, the 717, the 301, the 410. AEW Continental Championship match. Kazuchika Okada, who is the champion. Thank you. You'll do and you'll clean it up. Who is the champion? Last night they had 3 qualifiers. Konosuke Takeshita won one of them. Orange Cassidy won the other, and Mark Briscoe won the third. So it is a 4-way for the Continental Breakfast title. Who is getting the eggs and the sausage in this match, Scotty?
Freaking. Wait, sorry. Who is it again? My brain just completely blanked. Okada.
You got Okada.
Okada, take a shitta.
Yeah, Takeshita, Orange Cassidy,
Pockets,
and the leader of the conglomeration, Mark Briscoe.
And Okada's the champ, if I remember.
Yes,
correctly.
Okada's still the champion. Yes.
Sadly enough, I don't think Okada's losing it. I mean, not that this belt does anybody any good, because nobody gets over when they hold a belt. I mean, look at Swerve. Swerve didn't get over holding the AEW championship, but it would be be nice to see Mark Briscoe.
He's right and he's wrong. I think Swerve is already over. I don't think he needed the belt to be over. The belt didn't help.
And it seems like when they get the belt, they're just there.
Yeah,
the belt got him under. He was over. Then he got they put the belt on him and he went under.
Anybody can be it. Anybody can be it. Get to be the top guy, but being a top guy once you're there, that's the tough part about it.
Yeah.
How do you stay a top guy? Out.
But anyways, I would like to, like I said, nobody really gets over holding a belt, but it would be nice to see Mark Briscoe get something. Quite honestly,
he's the ROH champ.
Yeah, Briscoe's the ROH heavyweight champion, which means absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, dick all
uh,
or nothing. What they should
She's held that since Mania weekend.
yes,
what they should have done is when he first came into the company, they should have given him a run with the AEW title because he had so much momentum behind him. His brother had just died. There was a lot going on. They could have really used a good babyface champion that could get the crowd behind him and stuff like that. No, they relegated him to doing absolute dick all and nothing. And so now they've got him in the lower tiers wrestling for the lower tier belts. It's like, come on, like, give me a break. But if anybody deserves a belt, it's freaking Mark Briscoe. But I don't think they're going to give it to him. I think they're going to keep it on Okada. So that's my pick, is Okada.
all right, rigged.
Briscoe's going to eat the pin in this, I think, and Okada's going to retain. Briscoe's already got a belt. He's not going to get a second belt. And wasn't Cat Orange just feuding with the Don Callis family?
I think Orange feuds with everybody.
That's true.
Yeah, I think
So.
I don't think anybody really cares for Orange. I'm going with Okada too. I don't know that Mark Briscoe takes the pin here, but I would love to see an Okada
Takeshita
Takeshita
would be
program.
great.
I think that would be awesome. So I think somehow we get something shady going on with that. So
Well, that and Fatal 4-Ways are usually no DQ type matches anyway, so I'm sure the Elite will assist
maybe
Okada.
we get a Don Callis turn. Takeshita.
Bitch.
Because it's weird. It's weird. It's actually weird that Don Callis is a heel manager, but he manages everybody that everybody likes. Like he was managing Will Ospreay,
Kyle Fletcher,
people love
Takeshita.
Kyle Fletcher. People. I mean, I don't understand how the
I don't
heel
either.
manager thing works. I think they need Jonathan Cross. I don't think maybe so. But I'm going with I'm going with Okada.
Could they
Also.
fit you in at the catering table?
Ooh, that's tough. Well, it depends what's there. Depends what's there. I'm gonna request black jelly beans. So, here's another title. AEW International. Didn't we just say that? International. No, the other one's
No, it's
Continental.
Continental Breakfast. This is the International
What is
House
the
of
next one?
Pancakes.
You got the International. You got the Continental. What is the next one? What could possibly be the next title? The Constipation. Have you add them both? Put them both together? Is the Constipation?
No, so okay, so he's got the
It's the Intercontinental title.
yeah. He's
Okay.
got the Intercontinental, he's got the or International, or whatever you want to call it. The International, he's got the Continental. Now he needs to go down, and since the majority of his business is here in America, he needs to the United States. He's got to go to the states title, some kind of United States title. So maybe you should just do it like every state has its own belt. So there's the Florida Championship and the Maryland Championship and the Maine Championship, and
The Hardway Wrestling title is up for grabs if anybody's interested. This just in, there is a new belt coming to AEW.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. There's no name for the belt yet, but Pac is the number one contender.
Oh, okay.
So, good for him. Good for him being, right
Climbing
there.
up those rankings.
I mean, he is at any moment he could win none of these. So, international championship, Will Ospreay versus Pac. Will Ospreay just got that belt back.
Wait, Pac
I think
is wrestling another match?
this is the match he's wrestling. You remember he came out on
Oh,
Dynamite.
yeah, I'm
he came
sorry.
out on
I was thinking the
Dynamite and
trios when you were talking about the tag titles earlier.
yeah, no trios match. That one might be on Dynamite. Or might be on Dark. Who knows?
Gotcha.
But he came out and attacked Ospreay from behind after Ospreay was talking shit to Ricochet in the ring. So we get a Pac Ospreay match here. As much as we all like Pac, I actually think this match might be the match of the night between these guys. They're great. They're great athletes. As much as we all love Pac, we love Ospreay too. Oh, he's so great. But I just do not see Ospreay losing this title after he just won it 2 weeks ago.
Agreed.
2 weeks ago, it's like
Yeah.
it was
All
yeah,
in,
he
buddy.
beat MJF at All In. Yeah.
Yeah, he took Remember they took the best looking belt they have in the company and changed it back to the Intercontinental belt or intergender. I don't know even know what they're calling
The
it.
That's the next one. Is the intergender belts.
It's coming. Bring back Sunny
No,
Kiss.
Sunny Kiss and Jelly Nutella. Freaking
What was their tag team called?
gosh.
They had a tag team. What was that
They
called?
did. It was short lived. It was the
Fucker up.
AEW.
No, well, no. I don't think you. No, I don't think you can say that. I don't think that's that's not the belt, Scotty. Uh, I wonder why Joey hates you. I wonder why Joey hates you. Anyway, we all got Ospreay in this one.
Yeah, no, Ospreay not losing this belt, not now.
Scotty's favorite women's wrestler is also wrestling. We have Hikaru Shida and Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS, soon to be the ID channel championship title. Scotty, who do you got in this?
Somebody needs to ID where the hell they think Monet's got talent.
Exactly. Thank you.
See, I think you guys are. I think. What's up? There's Austin's in the house. I actually think that Monet's a decent wrestler. She's not a bad wrestler. She's pretty decent wrestler.
What
Now,
is it
when
you
she
say?
decides
She's
gonna
fine
dive
as
through the
long as
ropes.
she doesn't open her mouth.
Yes, just listen to her talk is annoying, but that's her character, right? She's getting from you guys what she wants. She wants everybody to hate her. Everybody hates her. I mean, that's just she's doing a
I
great
mean,
job.
when she was a face, I hated her. She's terrible. She's
She's
fucking
always been a
terrible.
borderline. Whatever. She's always been like a tweener. She's never been like this. Like even when she was super baby, nobody really cared for her then. Like everybody was always waiting for her to turn, or
Because she's terrible.
Yeah, no, she's hot garbage.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I'm in the minority then. I'm in the minority. I think she's not a bad wrestler.
And quite sadly enough, though, they're not taking this belt off of her. So my pick is gonna have to be Mercedes Moan.
Okay.
That's what we all do when we see her. We moan.
Mooney in the middle.
Well, I'm very pro Hikaru Shida, and we love her a long time, but unfortunately, that doesn't mean a damn when she's facing somebody with creative control. So, I'll take Monet.
I think the problem in this match. What's up? Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for jumping in, man. I think the problem with this match is no one's going to even pay attention to Mercedes Moné once they see what Hikaru Shida's wearing. So I'm going with Mercedes Moné, unfortunately myself. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that. So anyway, the
Yes, exactly, Randy. She is terrible.
we have the AEW World Championship match. Brian Danielson versus.
Come on, JR.
Sorry.
By God.
My God. Jack Perry. I know Scotty loves Jack Perry. Big fan of 90210 and his dad. Actually, he was also a vampire in a movie. I can't remember. Once Bitten, maybe that's what that movie was with Jack Perry's dad. Tell us why Jack Perry's going.
Tell us something good about Jack Perry.
Yeah, tell us why Jack Perry's going to win this world title.
They'll have to rename if Jack Perry wins it, they're gonna have to rename the AEW title the Midgets title. No, Jack Perry is not winning this belt. I'm sorry. I don't even know why the heck they even went and tried this. This is the dumbest thing that they like. We all know Jack Perry is not winning this. I don't care how good you think his heel run is right now. Everybody thinks he's the greatest heel of all time. Good job for y'all. He's an idiot.
Did you see him stare down Moxley on Wednesday?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, well, I was like, yo, I'm in for that. Moxley would just eat that kid's lunch, but whatever.
Yeah.
I would love to actually see Moxley versus Jack Perry because I would love to see
skewers.
The skewers in Jack's head. That would be amazing to me.
Maybe you should light the skewers on fire and then jam them in Jack's head.
Skewers are on fire.
But yeah, no.
Tony Khan just rose up from his snorting to mark that idea down.
We're not saying that Tony's snorting anything, ladies and gentlemen.
Please
Scotty's gonna
subscribe,
have a
Tony.
fucking heart attack once Darby beats Danielson for the title. That is true.
What was that comment? I missed it.
Scott Austin says Scotty's gonna have a fucking heart attack once Darby beats Danielson for the title.
Yeah. No,
And then Darby Allin's the best in the world. And he starts doing those yes kicks.
Oh God. Yeah. No.
Darby.
Yeah. No.
Emo.
It'll be Sting.
That's the only way Darby will win is if Sting comes down with a baseball bat and beats everybody.
I would take a Joker Sting to come down and cause a problem there. Anyway,
The only way that's happening is if somehow Danielson and the BCC turn like full on heel.
Yeah. But no, Danielson's not losing this belt. I'm calling all the way.
He's on his retirement tour. He just won it 2 weeks ago. He's not losing it.
Yeah, I feel like for some reason that I mean I don't think Danielson loses this title, but I feel like for some reason this is not gonna end in a pin. I know they don't usually do that, but I feel like this is not gonna end in a pin because he's the TBS champion. They want to keep Jack Perry strong, right?
He's the TNT champion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, whatever. One of them. Whatever belt he has.
He should be the TBS champion.
Yeah, well, whatever. He's not as big as some of the women in that division. I know they don't do that with the unclean finishes and stuff, but I feel like they need to keep him strong. And I mean, the Elite did say that they are coming for that world title. Is it possible that Okada loses that Intercontinental Breakfast title and ends up?
You know what? You might be on to something because I think out of all of our predictions, we didn't have a title change.
No. 0 title changes.
Give me Takeshita for that match then.
Yeah. God dang it.
Yeah.
I think I'm switching my pick too.
I don't know.
Scotty switching the pockets.
I mean, God, he's held that belt a million fucking times. Why not put it back on him?
Yeah, shit.
All right, you know what? I actually am. I hate the guy, but I'm going pockets.
Well, the form is up right now. All you fantasy players, the form is up right
all
now.
All 6 of us.
Yeah, there'll be more. We're gonna have 10 by the next one.
I got a feeling I'm losing my lead after this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird one. Yeah, get up. The link is up right now. So anyway,
what time's the pay-per-view tonight? 8?
8 o'clock. Yeah. 0 or it's 7. Anyway, all right. We're all taking Bryanson here. All right. So the unsanctioned lights out steel cage match. I believe this is the main event, unless some bullshit goes on. And if this is not the main event, then something crazy is going to happen in that Danielson match.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Unsanctioned lights out steel cage match. Hangman, Adam Page, Swerve, Strickland on. Earlier in the week, Swerve shot him and Nana. Shot a video of Swerve buying his childhood home. Never did go into why they didn't have the childhood home. And Swerve, I believe, was homeless at some point by himself. So I don't know if I don't know. The story's all over the place. But anyway, Swerve bought his childhood home. It definitely needed some cleaning up, some TLC. The outside of the house was a mess. But anyway, and then on Wednesday at Dynamite, Hangman burned it down.
I did see this.
Hangman burned it down. So I actually thought this was probably one of the best things AEW has done to date.
Yes.
With the video in the beginning of the week of Swerve, buying this house and being so excited about having his house back in his family. His kids are going to grow up into it. In this, of course, the house is terrible. Swerve's making all kinds of money. Why is he buying this fucking 2-bedroom fucking whatever? Anyway, he buys this home. He's super excited. It's back in the family. And then this video at the end of a Dynamite of Hangman, his promo was good, walking through the house and talking to Swerve about showing weakness, and you should have never showed me you were this was your weakness. And he went outside and he sat in Bray Wyatt's rocking chair and he lit. I thought I saw Randy Orton in the back throwing lighter fluid. He's like, hey kid, let me show you how to do this. And lighting his house on fire and burning it to the ground, and Swerve in the ring, beating his fist on the mat, screaming and mid half crying.
Yeah.
And Nana behind going, I don't know what to tell you, Swerve. I don't know what to tell you. It's burning down.
There was butt crack hanging out.
His ass goes hanging out, drinking a cup of Prince Nana coffee. What are we doing here? Like from here, Hangman has been like the ass of this whole situation. Like he has been the butt of this whole situation. Swerve's had the upper hand forever now. Does Swerve lose to Hangman tonight?
I'm so on the fence with this damn match.
Me too.
Because you're right. Like he beat him in the Texas Death Match.
Yep.
He
licked his blood, drank his blood.
Yeah. After he got stapled.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they could possibly do in this match. I feel like Hangman needs to get this one, but this story's been going for so long now. Like I really don't see this ending just yet anyway, so I'm going with Hangman.
Yeah. Scotty.
Well, first of all, they need to change the ruling of this match. This needs to be not just a lights out match, not just a steel cage match, but it needs to be an Inferno match. So
light the cage on fire.
The entire outside.
It's very possible someone gets lit on fire in his match.
But also, as I said in our group chat, the thing I find hysterical is that on AEW, every 5 seconds on the show, and nobody's arrested for it, and yet on Raw back in the day, McMahon had Austin arrested. Austin had McMahon arrested. There were so many arrests on those shows.
Breaking the law.
So here's what I think will happen. Okay. Now they could do this before the match. They could do this during the match. I don't know, but there's gonna have to be some way if they're smart, they do this before the match, and Swerve has the cops there. They have because they have video evidence. There's an entire video log of Hangman burning the house to the ground. So they had the cops there right at the beginning of the show. Hangman walks through the door. Swerve's like, there he is. You've got the tape. Arrest his ass. They put him in handcuffs. They drag him out the door.
Stephen B. News.
They put him in the cop car. And then, let's say Tony Khan channels his inner Attitude Era. Hangman steals the cop car and comes back right in time for the match. Drives almost down to
breaking the law
the ring and jumps in the cage and starts whooping the shit out of Swerve. So I would, if they do it right, they'll do it that way. But we know Tony Khan doesn't know how to do it.
I ain't gonna lie, Scotty. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's a bad idea, but I do think that there'd be people pissed off. See, I think people, if they know that Swerve gets arrested, they might leave before he gets back because they wanted to see that match. I'm sorry,
Hangman.
Yeah, Hangman gets arrested. I mean, if Swerve gets arrested, that's a whole different violation of all kinds.
Can you imagine if you paid money to go to All Out and then the very last match got canceled because
the cage comes down, Swerve's out there waiting, and you cut to a promo of Hangman in the orange jumpsuit in jail.
Yeah.
No,
bent over a bed looking for soap. I like it. But Scotty, who you got in this match after you overbooked the shit out of it?
I mean, again, just like Ricky, I'm on the fence about it. I'm torn. Like, you just burn a man's house down, so how do you get the win in this kind of thing? You just kind of got ultimate victory by tearing the guy's heart out and burning it on national television. So I'm gonna call Swerve to win this one. Because I know Swerve's gotten the upper hand so many times, but you burn a guy's house down. Really, why would you get the win on the pay-per-view as well? So
Side note: didn't not AJ Styles didn't LA Knight get arrested just before Mania for going to AJ Styles' house and beating the piss out of him?
yeah, exactly. We see that kind of thing. Why don't we see that on AEW? Like,
I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret.
I'm surprised that Tony Khan hasn't gone back and tried to recreate the Brian Pillman going into or Stone Cold going into Brian Pillman's house with the fucking gun thing again.
Oh Jesus! Well, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Wrestling is a work.
Yeah,
wrestling's a work. So, so everybody's on the fence here. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think Hangman needs to win this. I think the go home math says that he doesn't because they ended Dynamite with him in front of a blazed up kindling. I think the Hangman needs this, and it just ignites this. Pardon the
no pun
it
intended.
ignites this feud even more because this isn't over.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah, this is not over. You can't burn a man's house down. I think the next step is to rape his wife.
Oh Jesus!
No, that's not the next step. Okay, well, so where are we going with that? Maybe I'll edit that part out.
Whose kid did Swerve torment? Did he torment Hangman's kid? Was that?
Well, remember, Swerve showed up at Hangman's house and was like, get you gooing his kid in the crib. So, yeah, this has been going on for about a year and a half now.
It's been a while.
Longer.
I kind of see.
Who was it that was talking in one of their promos? Oh, wasn't it MJF and Ospreay talking about hanging out with somebody's wife or something like that right before the All In match? So now you got to do a deal with Hangman and Swerve where the revenge thing is, oh yeah, I was hanging out with your wife and oh dude, I got her pregnant. So now she's having my kid.
Oh Jesus!
I love it. Unwanted pregnancy match. I love it.
It'll be a Hallmark channel.
Yeah. Oh God. There you go.
Clothes hanger on a pole match. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this one.
How can you? We're live.
Oh yeah, we're live. Anyway,
yeah.
Whatever. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. We don't listen. We don't push for abortions or rape here. Okay, disclaimer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. Don't sue us. We're just having fun. Anyway.
The views of the three knuckleheads on this show do not reflect anything else that goes on in normal society.
Or the one. I'll have to edit out. Well, I mean, there's one that Scotty need to be edited out too. We'll talk about that one again. So anyway, we had some trademark talks here. That's all. That's tonight. You guys make sure you guys go watch that. Tell us what you think. Give us your picks in the comments too. I'm curious to see who everybody picks. Again, we're all on the fence about this Hangman match. So tell us who you pick. We had some trademarks being bought over the last day or so. AEW bought a couple of trademarks. AEW Shockwave. Are we getting a new TV show?
God. Please no, say it ain't so.
It looks like we might be getting a new TV show. I don't know much about it yet. That one just came across my phone. But this one,
I got to get the Shockmaster to announce it.
Oh, I hope so. This one came across, or I got this one yesterday on September 5th. AEW filed for both the Clone and L Clone. The trademarks have been listed as entertainment purposes. And here's I'm not going to go into the description because it's, entertainment services, namely lively appearances and performance wrestlers, entertainment services, namely wrestling exhibits, performance in professional wrestling and entertainment. It is unclear who will use this term and whether it refers to a ring name or nickname. Tonight, AEW will air a 3-hour block, blah, 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 collision, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so we're getting a new wrestler.
What was the name again?
The Clone or El Clone in Spanish.
Gotta be something Jericho. Has to be.
You
There's
think?
that like the learning tree. So he's going to now name a new wrestler the Clone because it's going to be the clone of Jericho.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
instead of Walls of Jericho, it's now the clone of Jericho.
Well, it was not trademarked by Jericho. It was trademarked by AEW. So a lot of times Jericho runs out and trademarks the shit out of everything.
It's probably something Jericho came up with. It sounds like the clone. Like what the? That definitely sounds like a Jericho like brain fart. Like that
Gotcha.
really. Oh,
You don't think this is the hologram's new tag partner?
Yeah.
hologram and clone. Interesting.
Right. Well,
Now
I
who is Hector Guerrero? Who did he play in WCW in the 90s? Oh gosh.
no idea.
There was a character that freaking one of the executives came up with that Hector Guerrero played. Why can't I think of the name now? It's like it was some video game style character.
Oh yeah, no idea. No
I
idea.
can't think.
Anyway, so I did a little bit of inspecting, and I found some clues, and I actually know who the clone is.
Jonathan De La Crosse.
It is Jonathan Delacroix. He is all elite. Guys, we'll be seeing Jonathan Delacroix on All Elite Wrestling coming soon. Coming soon to a TV near you. Hopefully on the HSN network, right? Home Shopping Network. You'll be able to buy all your Jonathan Delacroix.
You got a fucking picture.
Jonathan Delacroix gear. So anyway, that's a good looking photo. That's gonna do it here for Hard Way Wrestling. Enjoy your pay-per-view tonight. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be okay, right? AEW usually does pretty good job with their pay-per-views. Again, I think there's only been one that was god awful, but the rest of them are gonna be pretty good. That cage match is gonna be really good, I believe.
That'll
And
be a
that
bloody
Pac
mess.
Ospreay match. Oh yeah. That Pac,
Danielson a bleed.
yes. There's gonna be a lot of blood tonight. Lots of blood. Yeah, all out means all out of their veins. So, so boys, thank you so much for joining us Saturday. I know we wanted to get this done last night, but
Hey, I got a good incentive for when we finally hit 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, we were at 26 again. We were at 25. Yeah.
So no stink faces, none of that garbage. Scotty has to dress up.
We're back at 975. Okay.
Scotty has to dress up his pockets.
Oh, I love it.
Full gear. Full gear.
Okay, first of all, I don't think I can find jeans and
Denim.
stuff that would fit me.
Amazon is an amazing place, my friend.
Somebody
What's your waist
make that,
size, Scotty? Are you a 45, 46?
407.
What?
full.
No, not your weight. Your waist size.
Oh, waist size.
407? You're a 407? Oh my goodness, bro.
Waist size is 52.
52. Got it. Okay. Well, if I can find denim pants, they do make them. I know they make them.
You better find a denim jacket big enough. That's the other.
I'll make it.
Oh God.
I'll get it. Listen,
Hey, we want to see you.
Jonathan Delacroix and Jonathan Cross has his gear made.
Yeah.
We gotta tell him he's got to put his hands in his pockets and do the kip up too.
No, I need to kip up. I need to kip up.
Dude, if I go down, I am not getting back up in any way, shape, or form.
Oh Jesus. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Enjoy your pay-per-view tonight. And we will see you on probably Tuesday. Probably back on Tuesday. We'll talk about whatever wrestling news. Maybe we'll have a WBD contract by then. We'll see exactly what channel. Now, I guess what is NXT's getting ready to go to CW. Who in CW?
Warner Brothers, actually.
Is that Warner Brothers?
Yeah, that's Warner Brothers.
Why didn't I see that on there? That was weird. Can we get all? Can it be all wrestling channel? What if we had an all wrestling channel?
Ooh, that could be fun.
Mm.
But I
Hey.
see. Problem is well, I mean, again, as long as they're willing to pay for it, it's like, I mean, you could run, like, see, I don't know. WWE owns 90% of all the old wrestling stuff that's out there, so you're basically just going saying, "Hey,
We just
WWE,
lease it. You just lease out your rights.
yeah,
Just lease it out. So
oh, it
anyway,
could they
whatever.
you do need
Let's not start another topic.
Yeah, don't you got Magic to gather?
he's got
yeah,
he's got to go grab his magic.
got a train to get to
You
this
don't
all.
shake your magic in anybody today. We don't need you arrested like Hangman. All right, that's good, dude. Here, make sure you go check us out. Please, first off, go like, subscribe. We had our last video had was over 120 plus views or whatever, which is good for us. Where we're usually hanging the 30,
30 to
the 30
50.
areas. So we're over 100 some views. But make sure when you stop in, first off, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up. We love all that stuff. Go like the page. We are chasing 1,000 subs right now. We are 25 away. We can get there. Like in minutes, we can get there. We just need your help. Go make sure you go subscribe today. All our
Share
podcasting
us.
platforms. Yeah,
Share
share it
us.
too. Share it. Tell everybody. There's some good looking boys online. There's some good looking boys. They're older, right? They're older. One of them is a size 52 pants. It's okay, right? Right? Go love them. Go love them. Give them your love. So anyway, all of our podcasting platforms, your Spotify's, your
What?
I didn't want to interrupt. You look like you're getting ready to do it. I didn't want to cut you off. Your Spotify's, your iTunes.
What?
Scotty screwed us up on Google Play somewhere along the line, but we're slowly going to get that back. YouTube, you can watch us on YouTube for now. I might
Yeah.
actually, I think that's messing up our algorithm, so I might be removing that from YouTube, but because it doesn't get a lot of views on YouTube. But yes, you can go on your other iHeartRadio. We're on iHeartRadio too.
There you go.
Go listen to your country music, and then listen to Hard Way Wrestling. Right? It'll make you feel better about listening to country music. That's for sure. So, all right, we'll see you guys next time
On the hard way.
Dwarf Dong Sucker.